Hey, if you're watching this video, you are having an issue with doubt, whether it's self-doubt, which, you know what, that's what this is about. This is about self-doubt. And so I want you to listen up. If you're dealing with self-doubt, I want you to listen to this video and I want you to listen very carefully. So I was having a moment of, oh my gosh, like, can I do this? I don't know if I can do this, And so I've really been thinking about it. And so I got to searching, like, wait a minute. I can't have this in my life. So, I went searching and I found this great article by Grant Cardone, and it really spoke to me. But the nuts and bolts of it is, and I want to keep this short and to the point, that the way to deal with your doubt is to take massive freaking action. And I'm going to share with you what he said. And I thought this was so just on point. So I am getting to this article so I can read the important parts. So number one, he says, don't forget that this is normal. If you're feeling fearful or insecure, that you're normal. It's human to feel that way. Number two, he says, fill your calendar. Basically, doubt loves a person who has lots of time for thinking about himself or stirring up negative feelings. Number three is to embrace the fear, to really, just look at it and say, okay, what is it that I'm afraid of, and go do that. And he's not talking about going out all willy-nilly, but really taking calculated, very educated risks. And regardless of what happens, you've done something, okay? And so you don't have to wonder what if or anything like that. Number four is to go beyond your comfort zones. When he talks about success and successful people, is that they're willing to do what is uncomfortable and not stay in that familiar zone, because it's familiarity that breeds mediocrity, and that's not where we want to stay. But here's where it really spoke to me. With number five is take 10 times actions. And what does that mean? I'm going to read to you exactly what he says. He says, Albert Einstein said, imagination is more important than knowledge, but I will take massive action over either. I am not the smartest guy or the most creative, but I assure you that if I operate at activity levels 10 times my competition, I will dominate. I never use the word action in the singular because I have never found one action to be effective enough that it didn't require a follow-up. Multiply whatever you think is required by 10 and become a machine of action. If you do that, I assure you that fear will subside. And the reason it spoke to me is this. While I was in this reflective mode, for lack of a better term, I really was doing a lot of thinking. But once I read this, I thought, well, my gosh, if I had been taking more action instead of thinking, I would not have had time to really have this moment of self-doubt. So if you find yourself in that moment of thinking, can I do this? How can I do this? Quit thinking, start acting. And that is why I shot this video. As soon as I had this aha moment, I turned on my camera and wanted to share this with you. So if you're like, oh, how can I do this? Or you're thinking about it, all that, stop thinking, start doing, start taking action. I really, really, really hope this helps you out. Connect with me on Facebook. I'd love to get to know you, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.